What do you think is the best way to sign clients for your online coaching business? In this video, I'm going to share with you what I believe is the best way to get clients for your coaching business, the way we found that has worked best for the clients that we work with, so that you can take this system, implement it into your coaching business, and start signing clients more consistently and more predictably in your coaching business. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Okpe, and I work with online coaches to sign clients for them without sales calls. We've signed over 3,000 plus clients for online coaches, and we've also made them multiple seven figures. So what I'm about to share with you is based on our experience working with these clients and the results we've been able to get for these clients. So before we get into the best way to sign clients for your online education business, you first need to understand the difference between low leverage ways of signing clients and high leverage ways of signing clients. So high leverage ways of signing clients basically means the methods of signing clients where you get more for what you put in, where if you put in 2 units of work, you get 10, 20 units back of clients. And low leverage ways of signing clients basically means you only get what you put in. Meaning if you put in 1 unit of work for signing clients, you get back 1 client for your 1 unit of work. So you want to use a high leverage way of signing clients. An example of a low leverage way of signing clients is by using sales calls, where you take a call one-on-one with a prospect, because every single time that you want to sign a client, you have to take that one-on-one call with the prospect. But if you want a more high leverage way where you get more for what you put in, using a one-to-many system to sign clients is an example of a high leverage way of signing clients, because you can do something once and you can sign 10, 20, 30 clients at once from using one system and from showing up once, because it is one-to-many, not one-to-one. When people hear this, the next thing that comes to mind is the idea of, oh, if I just hire a salesperson to work for me, then I'm not the one taking the sales calls anymore, and that is more leverage, and that is very true. However, if you're making between 25k to 50k per month, you are probably not getting enough volume of appointments to justify bringing on a salesperson. And I call this the sales team catch 22, because you're just stuck in this situation where you don't have enough appointments to bring in a salesperson because you're not making enough money yet. You are doing all these different things in your business, so you barely even have time to prioritize bringing in more appointments for your business. And even if you try to go to a sales agency, you try to go to a recruitment company, those companies want you to be at a certain threshold before they can bring in their salespeople to work for you or to work in your business. They want you to be making at least 100k per month, just because you need a certain volume of appointments to justify bringing on a salesperson that is actually good. Because a good salesperson would want to make at least $10,000 per month working on your offer. And if you do the math on that, you need to be booking about 6 to 10 calls a day consistently for this salesperson for them to justify making $10,000 plus. Otherwise, you will get salespeople in, but they won't be high quality salespeople, and this will lead to a big dip in your revenue. And if you're making about 25k, 50k per month, you're probably only booking about 20 appointments right now. And that just means you're not just there yet to bring on a new person. So it means you need to find a way to get a bunch of clients in without using sales calls, so you can hit about 100k plus months and then qualify to go to those recruitment companies and bring in salespeople to further scale your business. So that's why it's important to use a one-to-many system as opposed to a one-to-one system, because one-to-many system is more high leverage. It's just like trying to catch fish with using a fishing line versus trying to catch fish using a fishing net. Fishing line, you can only catch 1 fish at a time. Fishing net, as long as you have a system to gather all the fishes in one place, can catch about 20 plus fishes at once and make $100,000. And if you have a 5k offer, for example, you only need to close about 20 clients to make $100,000. If you use a one-to-one system, you're looking at about 100 to 150 appointments. If you use a one-to-many system, you're looking at doing something once and then signing those 20 clients as a result of that. So I'm not saying that using a high leverage client acquisition system out converts the other types of acquisition system. Like, it doesn't convert better or anything like that. It converts the same. It's just higher leverage, meaning you get more for what you put in. So you can do something once and get all these clients versus doing something every single day, like 5 to 6 times a day to get the same amount of clients. It's just more leverage. So if you haven't guessed it, The system that I am talking about here is an event-based system. And it's a system where you host an event, an online event, for a couple of days. It's even better if you get people to pay you to attend this event, so people are more serious when it comes to the event. You put together a presentation for them. You teach them about 10% of what you would normally do for your clients. Just give them a taste of what it is like to work with you. And then when they come on the event, you sell your high ticket offer at the end. This is what I believe is the best way to sign clients, because first off, you would get clients before the event even ends. We've had situations for clients where we did day one of the event, and from day one, people were already texting the clients, emailing them and saying, oh, I really love what you're doing. How can I work with you more one-on-one? So you would get clients before the event even ends, and you don't have to use a sales call because of the amount of value that you will have provided to these prospects before they get to the end of the event. Another thing to keep in mind is the event teaches the prospects and sells them simultaneously. So you get the best of both worlds, where you can sell people at scale. What you would normally do on a one-to-one sales call, you can do that at scale and sell them simultaneously at once. And you also teach them and provide value to them as well, because that is the fastest way for you to build trust. If you want to build trust with a prospect and build that authority as the expert in your field, the best way to do that is to teach these prospects something they don't already know and educate them about their problem, educate them about your process, and so on and so forth. And doing an event allows you to do that at scale. So you can still do that with like YouTube videos, with online content, and so on and so forth, but you don't have the opportunity of teaching, selling at the same time. So this allows you to do that at scale, and that's why we love doing events like this for our clients, and that is what has worked the best for the clients that we've worked with. Doing events like this where we can teach and sell simultaneously. If you do an event like this, you would also realize that the sales cycle is also much shorter compared to other types of systems. Say, for example, you use a VSL funnel, for example. You run ads, people barely watch your 20-minute VSL and they come on the call. They're coming on the call a lot colder than normal people would. And that means the call you might not be able to do a one-call close, for example, because these prospects just have so many questions and so many pending questions. And you would have to do a 2-call close, and then you're following up every week. They're paying $100 deposit. It just starts to get really long and drawn out. Say like a low-ticket funnel, for example. Not everyone who buy your low-ticket product would book the call on the back end, and it might take you like 1 month, 2 months just to convert someone from a low-ticket offer to your call. And say, for example, you use a lead magnet funnel. That is even worse, because people will not even consume the content from the lead magnet. And it will take about 2 months, 3 months just to close one client. But if you do an event, the beauty of an event is it has a specific start date and it has a specific end date. So people are forced to come on the event at the time that you choose. Meaning, first off, you will get higher consumption from the event because they know that if they don't come at this specific start and end date, they are going to lose out on this event. So you will get more consumption. We get about a 60, 70, 80% show up rates for the events that we do for our clients. And you can't boast of the same consumption from a low ticket funnel, for example, because you have no control. People can watch it in their own time. But if you do an event where you host it at a specific start and end date, people can come to that event and they know that if they miss out on these timelines, they've pretty much missed out on the event. So you get a very high consumption rate. Plus, when we do events, we always have offers that are exclusive to that event, like extra bonuses, extra discounts, and so on and so forth. So before the event even ends, right when the event ends, we are already converting clients. And this is how you can literally turn a 6-figure month into a 6-figure day, like we've done for our clients, because there's just so much urgency and scarcity for the prospects to buy now and strike them while the iron is hot. Because if you do the event right, these prospects are so motivated to start moving forward with your program at the end of the event. They are so inspired, so motivated, and you can just capitalize on that by giving them an additional incentive to buy now. So what would normally take people 6 months to close or 1 month to close, you can do that in 1 day, because prospects just come to the event, you teach them, you provide them value. At the end of the event, you pitch them an exclusive offer to the event and tell them it's going to expire at X date, and then you can close 6-figure days instead of waiting a month to close the same type of client. Plus, the good thing about this as well is people who are on the fence can now book a sales call. And these sales calls become order taking calls pretty much because they've already gotten value. They're already sold on everything. They just have a couple extra questions. You can now still give them that option that, oh, if you still have questions, if you still have doubts or anything, you can book a call. And you end up getting the best of both worlds. So it's very, very high leverage because people can consume what they need to consume to become customers in a very short period of time. You can do it to many people at once. You can sell your high ticket offer without using sales calls. And if you have an exclusive offer to the event, you can have a 6-figure day, a 7-figure day, without you using sales calls or anything like that because you are selling one to many. If you do a paid event, it is so cool that you can literally get clients for free. We've had situations for clients where we launch an event, it's a paid event, and we pay for the ads from selling tickets to the event. So we have all these people come for free, literally without any money out of pocket from us, and we can get high ticket clients that way. We've done it a couple of times where we spent about $15,000 on ads, for example. We made back 19 grand from the event tickets and then now sold the high ticket offer and made $100,000 plus. We've had where we spent about $34,000 and made back $36,000 because if you set up the system right, you can even get these clients for free, and this makes it even more compelling to do an event like this. This is also perfect for markets that are saturated. If you have a market that is saturated where you have a lot of competitors, doing an event like this is going to be the best because it will give you the opportunity to show why you are the best person to help the prospect solve their problem, because they would spend so much time with you. You will build that know, like, and trust factor. You will invite your students to come and give testimonials. You will answer their questions. They will spend about 10 plus hours with you in a 1 week period. And that just means you've provided so much value to them, and you just become the obvious choice for these prospects on the back end when you eventually sell them your offer. Plus, you only have to create this event once. Like, you only have to create the presentation once. And once you find that winning combination, you can reuse the same thing over and over again. We have clients that did about 6 challenges and 6 events in 2025, and we use the exact same content every single time. The exact same email sequences, the exact same everything. Just copy and paste. We did it, made only a few tweaks here and there, and they could just keep coming over and over and over and over again. You could use the same thing over and over again. And the more events you do, the more feedback and data you get from your customers, the more tweaks and optimizations you can make. You don't have to start from scratch every single time, as opposed to a sales call where you have to actually speak to the prospect every single time. It also helps to have something that compounds, where you only have to set this up once and you can reuse the same thing over and over again without making any changes to it. And finally, what I love the most about using an event-based system that is multiple days and not just one day is the fact that it gives you room to make mistakes. So if you are a Russell Brunson, for example, or an Alex Hormozi, or people who are true experts at marketing, you can get away with using events that are maybe 1-day events or marketing systems that don't require as much time with you and the prospect. But if you are someone who is just starting out, you're making only about 25 to 50K per month, you need something that gives you enough room to make mistakes. And the event is the best way to do that because it is multiple days. It's about 3 to 5 days. You can make as many mistakes as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you can still convert at a very, very high rate because you have so many things going for you. There's high consumption. You are teaching them and providing value. So you're building that like, and you're building that trust factor as well. You're selling your program at the end. You are inviting them on sales calls if they still have questions. So you can make a lot of mistakes in this. It doesn't have to be perfect at all, and you can still convert people at a very high rate. And if you're someone who is just starting out, this makes the most sense for you because you want something where even if you are 30% there, even if you are 40% there, if you do it at a rate of 3/10, you can still get 4 to 5 clients from one event. And if you have a 5K program, you've made about 40 to 50K. So it's very, very easy to do because it gives you enough room to make mistakes. And this has been the experience for all our clients, pretty much. We had a client that was genuinely struggling to close the 60-minute sales calls. And let's not talk about the fact that you also have to learn sales and be good at sales to get anywhere with a one-to-one selling system. But we had a client where we were booking her sales calls. She was taking the 60-minute calls with prospects, and she wasn't closing prospects at a 5.8k price point. And we switched this model to an event. We increased the price to 7.8k, and the client literally made $113,000 from her first launch. And we've done 2 challenges for this client now, and we've made about $250,000. And the same client that was struggling to close sales calls is now making 250k from 2 challenges. This is what I believe is the best way to get clients for your coaching business, if I'm being honest. Is using an event-based system that is one to many, where you have enough room to make mistakes, you have high consumption, you can sell your high ticket offer without sales calls, you can get clients for free if you do a paid event. I just love the system so much. It's what we use for all our clients that we work with, and I hope I've been able to encourage you to try this out, because like I said, even if you get it at 3/10, 2/10, you have more than enough room to make mistakes, because they just spend so much time with you, and you have so many things going for you that you will still close 5 to 6 clients, make $30,000, and you learn from that and go again. So if you found this video valuable, just like the video and subscribe so you can get more videos like this from me, and comment any questions that you have or any insights that you have as well from using an event-based system for getting clients for your coaching business. And if you are a coach and you would love to implement a system like this into your business, you can click the link in the description, learn more about how we help our clients get amazing results, and then book a call with me and we can discuss how we can help you implement this into your business. I hope you found value in this video. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.